And a smoker, that's Ronnie Osmer in the 99, a second car for Thomas Prater, and that brings out our first caution. And then we've got more problems in turn number 4. Andy Seiss has gone around in the 02 car.
That's the 52 of Will Rogers right there in front of your screen. The Dryden car, that's the same car that Austin won the championship with last year.
Oh, and he was having such a good run. He had moved up about 15 spots. Cody Robaugh in the number 7 Grant County Mulch car as well. There's the 99. Osmer we saw first. There's Robaugh rolling on pit road. There's Seiss, who had that runner-up finish at Talladega last year. And then Will Rogers in the Dryden Ford for Ken Schrader Racing. Also significant damage as Robaugh drives straight back to the garage.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether those cars got in the oil from the 99 or whether they maybe somebody jumped out of the gas to avoid the 99. Let's see what happens here. That's the leaders going by that 99. You see the 27 of Travis Braden go down on the inside.
There's Robaugh up above him, and he gets by. And that 52 car.
Andy Seiss actually looks like he was coming down to try to get back in line on the bottom, and they may have made contact there. That's where they've already got into each other.
So something happened after they got by the 99.
Yeah, and I think Will Rogers in the 52 was just an innocent victim there with nowhere. Looks like they just get seized up. Looks like the 63 of Dave Mater III gets into the back of the 33 and turns him around. That's what's going to send him to the outside wall. They just kind of got bottled up a little bit on the inside, it looked like. And the farther back you go, the less time you have to react.
This is for Natalie Decker.
Whoa,
checked up.
Amazing. What a great job she did. You could hear her get out of the throttle. She had hardly any time to react.
That's impressive.
It certainly was. Pretty hard contact with the outside safer barrier for Saxon.
And what we saw from Natalie Decker, who's had a fast car, that's the detriment.
And Max Tolman, you see Max is going to run into the back of Bobby Gerhardt. Natalie's going to do the same thing, the accordion effect, and look how much damage it did to Natalie's car.
Two big-time contenders. Tolman was restarting 20th, Decker in 21st.
They just didn't go. Barrier in the 46 car. That may cost this group the draft.
They've got some work to do to catch up to the lead pack.
Well, there we go.
Huge wreck.
Core, Houff, Lamastus, and Doza all involved. Semi-big one here at Daytona. Caution number 4.
The 98 of Houff just
on his bumper. 2.5 miles to go in the season opener at Daytona. And we're back to a dozen right there in a pack. Creed into turn number 2. Gregson a car length behind. Another car length back to Braden. Here comes Corrigan in that blue 43 on the top side with a good push from Purdy. And they're wrecking. Holmes is going around and upside down. St. Smith around. A big one here at Daytona, but keep in mind, this is not the finish of this race. We will see a one-lap shootout to determine this one. So another restart coming. So let's go back and look at how all of this got started. Look at the 23 on the bottom side of Holmes.
See that we've got the 18 pushing the 32, and the 32's trying to help the 23, but he catches him in the right rear corner, and that turns him sideways. And I think he launched off the front of the 66 of Mark Thompson.
If it wouldn't have been for that incident, the outside line definitely would have had a shot at the win.
And I think you guys might be right. Sean Core is being shown on our scoring monitor in second, and he's lined up second under this red flag.
See, look at the momentum the outside lane had before that.
I'm not sure, though. It depends on.
Remember, it's not instantaneous. I mean, it's not. You know, the caution flag's going to come out as soon as they can, because they know the damage is severe enough that we need a caution flag. As you see Brett Holmes sliding down driver's side.
That's going to be close because Core definitely had the momentum and it was on his way. From that angle, it looks like he is ahead of.
It does.
I think
Gregson.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure does.
And then Purdy is up there. And Zane Smith almost was ahead of it, and he got hit on the rear quarter. On board with Gustine.
Yeah, he was trying to pedal the throttle and try to get out from that situation. Great job. This is going to be a great view right here. Look at everybody going down to the grass. That's Thomas Prater, that yellow and black car that went through the grass a little bit, and then we saw Riley Herbst go through the grass.
Creed on the bottom side.
Big
Purdy is going around hard into the wall. Car goes with
41.
him. Caution, and we'll try again.
Michael Self, Willie Mullins are the first two cars to get through there. Can do to be pushed. You see the 28 get pushed sideways, and then the 43 of Core and the 8 of Chase Purdy make contact. The 43 takes the 27 up into the outside wall. You see Michael Self go by relatively unscathed from this incident anyway.
Chase Purdy got tight on the bottom. You could see he didn't have any air on his nose, and he just couldn't keep it down there and got into the outside lane.
He didn't have any air on his nose because his nose was up underneath
Absolutely.
the back of the 28 car.
And you have to do that if you want to win the race, but you can see it here.
This is in the middle of the backstretch.
Bumper to bumper, gets tight.
You can see how much higher his nose was there with no air on it.
And once cars get together, it's over.
Thomas Prater, Chuck Hires, the 06 and the 9. There's Brad Smith making contact with the 06.
So this is Riley Herbst on board with his. He's had one of many that's had an eventful night. Just about everyone has.
I think he was going to be okay till Brad Smith ran into the 06. Scoring monitor shows Noah Gragson. Depends if Arca deems that he was maintaining speed and when the caution flag came out. Look at the damage. The 06 into the windshield of Riley Herbst.
As a former car owner, how much are you thinking when you see these?
Oh,
how
gosh.
expensive
Just
this is?
dollar signs.
Oh.